Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Persona 3 Portable, and we are going to be starting out by going to the park and hanging out with the Hanged Man Social Link. This poor little girl. Let's see how she's doing. Let's see, I don't know if it's been 5 days or not. Okay, there we go. Copy of Medea. Kind of want to get another Miragi since we used that. I think we've made one Recarm again already. If not, that'll be the next one we do. Oh, we've got 5 Recarms. Okay, you know, we're good there. Maybe we'll do a Mabufu next so that we have double of the Ma skills. We've got 2 Tarukajas, that's good. Double things might not be bad. Getsui E I think is only useful on a new moon, so not too interested in that. Especially when we have so few options of when we actually get to go into dungeons, like, I don't get to target new moons, so. Okay, Maiko. Oh hi, what are we going to play today? It seems Maiko wants to play with you. What should we do? Maiko seems happy. Hey, have you seen Striped Shirt? We were playing tag, but it's no fun if I can't find him. Hey, Striped Shirt. The thin young man. You don't look so good. Are you sick? Kinda, yeah. I'm surprised you could tell. Huh? So, you are sick? No, I'm kidding. You're so easy, Maiko. No fair. I'm an innocent girl, so I actually believed you. Maiko ran off and climbed the slide. And you are? I'm Maiko's friend. So you're the guy she was talking about. I wondered what you were like. Are you too old to play with kids, or are you still young at heart? Hey, I'm hungry. I want takoyaki. Takoyaki! Maiko is yelling from the top of the slide. You can eat with those too, Striped Shirt. Nah, I'm okay, thanks. I'll see you guys around. The thin young man walked off. He's gone. I usually see him around the shrine on Sundays. I see him on the way to cram school, too. Yay, it's takoyaki time. You decided to go with Maiko to get takoyaki. Iwatodai Strip Mall, takoyaki stand, Octopia. It's so hot I might burn up. I remember one time Dad burned his mouth on this takoyaki, because I put too many in his mouth at once. He was like, "Grr." Maiko suddenly fell silent, and we're about to go serious again. Dad doesn't spend much time at home anymore these days, but I have a birthday soon. Oh, do you think he'll come home for my birthday? Don't worry, Maiko. I think he'll be there. You really think so? Maiko cheered up a little bit. I mean, I know Mom will buy me presents, but still, she hasn't asked me what I want yet. Maiko fell silent again. If they really loved me, then they wouldn't get a divorce. You're the only one who still plays with me, you know? Maiko seems to enjoy spending time with you. Your relationship is stronger now. God, it's so sad. There are so many of these that are just so real and so sad. Today's laundry day, so I'd better get home soon. If I don't do laundry, the house will be a real big mess. See ya. Maiko took off, so he decided to go back to the dorm. Yeah, I mean, my parents split up when I was young, but they kind of kept us out of it. They didn't make it our problem too, but I did have a friend when I was growing up that they definitely made it a problem for him. And that was really, really hard for him. And so it made me kind of like really respect the way that my parents handled it, because they didn't bring us into their mess. But yeah, it can be really tough on kids. The dormitory command room. Mitsuru gave an accounting of the battle at the hotel to Ikutsuki.
So that's what happened on the night of the 7th. It was a difficult operation.
I see. They're getting tougher, but it's not all bad news. I called today's meeting because...
I'm sorry. Before we go on, I'd like to ask Mitsuru-senpai something.
So if I'm remembering correctly, Yukari had Fuuka look into Mitsuru's family.
Me?
Since I've joined, so many things have happened. I went along with it without really understanding what was going on. But now I need to know. I'm gonna ask you straight out. You've been hiding something from us, haven't you, senpai? You act like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour in Tartarus, but they're related to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
The explosion at the school, you say?
What accident?
Yukari-chan. There was an explosion near our school, and a lot of people died. It must have been big news back then. You know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But around the same time, a large number of students were recorded as absent. Seems like more than just a coincidence.
What do you mean?
I dug up some old school records and found something interesting. The students who were absent, they all collapsed suddenly and had to be hospitalized. Sound familiar? You know, like the girls who bullied Fuuka. There has to be an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you must know something.
Out with it, girl.
Tell me the truth.
I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. It just never seemed relevant. But...
It's okay. It's not your fault.
all right, I'll tell you the whole story. The shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates that they can even affect time and space. We think of them as our enemies. But what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They would be a source of unimaginable power, wouldn't they?
What?
14 years ago, one man pursued that line of thinking. He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo, my grandfather.
Okay, he was trying to harness the power of shadows.
My grandfather was obsessed with the shadows. He wanted to harness their power for something extraordinary.
Like what?
He assembled a team of top scientists, and over several years, he put together an impressive collection of shadows.
Hey, what? Damn, that's freaking crazy.
However, 10 years ago, during the final stages of the experiment, they lost control of the shadow's power, and in the process, the very nature of the world was altered.
Oh my. Do you mean...
Yes, Tartarus and the Dark Hour.
Yep, most problems in life are caused by humans, aren't they?
By their account, the mass of shadows they collected split into several large ones that then dispersed. These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Is that why they've appeared in different places? Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus? Don't tell me. That's where they conducted the experiment?
Yes.
Then those students who were hospitalized...
I'm afraid it's just as you're thinking. Port Island must have been an ideal location for them. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could do as they please. As you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekukan High School.
Does that mean all we've been doing is cleaning up their mess? You lied to us? You knew, too, didn't you, Senpai? They've just been using us. Or do you not care as long as you get to fight?
Never said anything like that. I have my reasons.
Think what you'd like. It was my decision not to share that information. I'm sorry.
Bearing the sins of the father, huh?
I never intended to deceive you. Convincing you to join C's was my highest priority. As absurd as it may seem, only we, with our personas, can fight the shadows.
How could you?
Besides, Some of us were never given a choice.
Mitsuru, don't.
Yukari, it's those in the past who are to blame.
Yeah, so Mitsuru probably bears some guilt considering it's her family who did this and feels responsible for it and is trying to fix it. And it's sad that she has to feel that way.
And they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But...
It's been 10 years since that incident. No one knows why those shadows suddenly returned. But since they're active, at least we can find and destroy them. Do you realize what this means? What if I told you that those 12 shadows are the cause of everything?
Then if we defeat them all, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will disappear?
Exactly! That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See, it's good news, isn't it?
Is that true?
There's evidence to support it. Now, our true battle begins.
I see.
Regardless of what's happened in the past, we must fight to protect the people. The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to just wait for them.
Indeed.
And there are many mysteries still surrounding Tartarus. Why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answer must lie within it.
You must defeat the 12 shadows which started all of this, in order to eradicate the Dark Hour and Tartarus. You must fight to protect the people. There are 6 left. Okay, we learned a little bit more about the world, and what's happened in the past, and why things are the way that they are. You seem so calm, dude. Must be because you can do anything. No matter what happens, you can always protect yourself, right? You're always so confident. I wish I could be like that. Junpei-kun, the only thing anyone knows about Tartarus is that it creates shadows. Other than that, we're all in the dark. I don't think I need to tell you this, but we can't go to Tartarus today. Us? Oh, since Junpei-kun doesn't understand what's going on, I'm going to review it with him. But if we defeat all 12 shadows, then I won't have any more use for my persona. Man, it's such an amazing power. I can't let it go to waste. I am very sorry about everything. If there is anything you'd like to know about, please ask. 12 shadows? Yes. 10 years ago, a substantial number of shadows were consolidated into a single entity. Its power was immense, far greater than any of the shadows currently inside Tartarus. Experiments were performed on it, and an unfortunate accident took place, dividing the entity into 12 shadows. These shadows only appeared during a full moon. And how did the public react? Well, in the end, over 50 people were injured in the accident, and the media placed full blame on the Kirijo group for the tragedy. They singled out one researcher in particular, declaring him the main culprit behind it all. So they picked a scapegoat, huh? Whether this was actually true or not, was not the issue. The public was looking for someone to vent their hurt and anger on, so they chose him even though he was a victim himself. Their wrath was unparalleled. The darker side of mankind was most certainly on display during that time. He makes it sound like the public is who put the blame on him. So about Mitsuru-senpai. Well, under the pretense that she was assisting the group, she was subjected to the experiment for many years. So Mitsuru wasn't born with the ability to summon a persona, she was forced to learn how. Oh wow, I forgot about that. That's even worse for her. Damn. And Akihiko-senpai? Well, I've known him and Mitsuru for a very long time. In fact, Akihiko joined us when he was only in middle school. At that time, we had a third member as well. But I digress. Okay, so we know about a third member who's not here anymore. And we know about Mitsuru basically being forced to learn how to become a persona user. She didn't naturally have that talent. It's crazy stuff. Not you. Not today. Today, we quiz game. Man, academics take so much longer than everything else, it's crazy. We've still got 2 more tiers of academics to get. And think about how many times we've done things that give us academics. There's no school today. Meanwhile, in the Tatsumi Port Island back alley.
Nothing to do as usual, huh?
Shinji.
Why are you here? If you came here to try and convince me, then forget it.
It's nothing like that. I just wanted to see how you were doing. Huh? We've known each other for a long time. It's been almost 14 years since we met at the orphanage. You, me, and Miki. We used to run around here until the sun went down. Back then, it seemed like we had all the time in the world.
You haven't changed one bit. If you want to get all sappy, go do it with your other friends.
What was that?
It's rare for you to think about the past. Usually you just charge ahead like a damn fool. So obviously there's something on your mind.
I do reminisce sometimes. But what's the point? Anyway, we finally know how to get rid of Tartarus in the dark hour.
No shit.
Yeah. To be honest, all I've been thinking about lately is getting stronger. But yesterday, someone made me question my reason for fighting.
Your reason for fighting, huh? That's different for every person. But if you don't have a good one, you can always quit, like I did.
And there we go. We just heard about a third. Might be Shinji here.
I'm not like you. Man, I can't believe I'm the one getting lectured here. Well, see you around.
You haven't changed at all.
Meanwhile, in Fuuka's room at the dormitory.
Yes? Can I talk to you for a moment?
Senpai? Oh, please come in.
Not only do you excel at providing support during battle, but also at obtaining information.
Oh, I'm sorry for doing that without permission.
Yeah, so Fuuka is the one who looked into the Kirijo group for Yukari, so...
Don't worry, you're not in trouble, but I do have a special favor to ask of you. I want you to find out as much as you can about that incident 10 years ago.
But very little was made public.
That's why I want you to access the Kirijo group's database.
Hacker man.
You mean hack into their system? That's illegal.
I'll give you my ID and password. You'll be free from accountability. I want to know the truth, in detail.
Senpai.
Of course, I'll understand if you refuse.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Are you sure? I appreciate it. Yamagishi, aren't you resentful? After all, despite my good intentions, I did drag you into this without fully explaining. Certainly you must be a little angry with me.
Not really. You see, my parents have an inferiority complex because all my relatives are doctors. That's why they're so tough on me. It's really hard for me to be at home. But here, I feel important, and I can help you and the others. So why should I be angry?
You're right, Yamagishi. We do need you. No one can take your place. Thank you. I'll see you later.
Fuuka just fell in love. Meanwhile, in front of Tatsumi Port Island Station.
So, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will be gone, huh? That's good. That's what we've been fighting for, so why am I so pissed?
Yeah, speaking of
Gosh,
inferiority
it's hot.
complexes.
Even for July.
Seriously, but at least we're seniors now. We won't be wearing these stupid uniforms much longer.
Yeah, I've had enough of this. I just want to get accepted to college and start having some fun.
I know why. I'm the reason. I was like, fighting is my duty, but hell, it's all I'm good for. If it weren't for that, it'd be worthless. My duty. What a bunch of bullshit.
This is a guy who wants purpose in life, and he found it in this fight. And he feels like it's the only thing he has.
I can't fight worth shit anyway. Not compared to him, at least.
Actually, you're one of my hardest hitters, Junpei. Credit where credit's due. You hit like a truck, bro.
Damn it. Nothing I do is good enough.
I like the complexity of the characters. Meanwhile, in Yukari's room at the dormitory.
Seems like my worst fears keep coming true. My stupid stupid to believe in things like trust and friendship? Dad, this old letter of yours. I must have read it 1,000 times since it came last spring.
March 6th, 2000. To my family. Tomorrow, I bring this letter to the opening ceremony for the Moonlight Bridge. It'll be stored in a time capsule and sent to you 10 years from now.
Damn.
Yukari, you're so small right now, but in 10 years, you'll be 16. You'll be in high school.
10 years ago when the explosion happened.
I know you've been sad because I have to work so late, but you still always greet me with a smile. I'm really proud of myself. Kirijo-san appointed me head researcher.
And he works for the Kirijo group.
I'll be starting on a big project soon, and I'm happy to be receiving so much recognition for my work. But I swear to you that nothing is more important to me than you and your mother.
Dad.
Yukari, are you remembering to enjoy life? Are you still bright-eyed and hopeful like you are now? No matter what happens in the next 10 years, I hope you're happy. Well, I hope this letter brings a smile to your face. Love, Dad.
Doesn't look like it did.
No matter what happens, huh? I can't lose hope. For his sake, I won't turn my back. I won't be like Mom. Not ever.
Damn, dude. So they give you so much to chew on in those scenes. So much to chew on. So much intrigue and character work. And I love it. It's one of the things I love about this game. Like, I don't know why, but it bothers me so much. So many people shit on Junpei because of some of the stuff he's doing, like right now. I feel like the jealousy, he's kind of being rude to you as the main character, and I don't understand why some people can't handle that. Some people truly cannot have a character who has flaws, somebody who is damaged in a lot of ways, like many of this cast is, and it just makes them hate the character. And for me, that's what makes characters interesting. That's what makes characters worth giving a damn about. Like, that's the shit I live for, man. I want complex characters, and I feel like all the people who like hate characters who are flawed and who make bad decisions, like disliking characters like that just leads developers to make sort of like washed, bland characters in the future, you know? Like, I always get a little bit frustrated when people call out things that are complex just because characters are difficult. Yeah, I don't know, man. It just bothers me because I know that, like, we've seen it happen in many, many games where the complexity is called out because people can't handle anything that's more complex than tropes. And then it just makes series incorporate more tropes in the future and just sort of like wash over the more difficult topics. And I cannot stand that. I want things to be complex. I want people to take swings in the writing room. And I just gotta point that out when it's there, you know? Like, that's one of the great things about this game is how complex the characters are. Don't take that away from me. Don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, I literally just finished Fire Emblem Engage, which is the most washed, bland, least amount of character work I've ever seen in a Fire Emblem game. And, like, I know I'm talking about another series here that some of you may not know, but a lot of people consider Fire Emblem Fates to be the worst writing in the series. I'm not sure it is anymore. And a lot of people seem to think that Fire Emblem Engage isn't as bad as Fates, or isn't worse than Fates. And after beating the game, I'm not sure if I believe that personally. And mostly it's because they take things so safe in that game that they literally take no swings at all. And I'd rather a game take a swing and miss than be the blandest, boringest, most tropey garbage I've ever had. Now, don't get me wrong, Fire Emblem Engage is a very, very fun game to play, but the writing is actually dog shit, so... yeah. Writing is important to me, if you didn't catch my drift there. Alright, anyways, Okay, so what is today? It's Sunday. So we heard that somebody is at the shrine on Sundays, that guy that we met, and we're gonna go and talk to him again. I don't think we can go to Tartarus today. Everyone seems to be studying. I haven't seen anyone around, so they must be studying, right? I'm not so sure. Yeah, neither am I. Maybe they're not just studying. Yeah, we just saw a bunch of scenes with everybody doing different shit. Okay, so yeah, today we do need to go to the shrine, so let's start there. I know where I'm going, right there. Gosh, my brain. So, the thin young man, right here, Naganaki Shrine. Your eyes are so clear. Your soul must be burning brightly. The young man must be intrigued by you because of your impressive academics. The me that I see reflected in your eyes and the real me, if there is such a thing. How far apart are they? Almost zero? Huh, that works. The thin young man seems happy for some reason. Your words are very beautiful. If I had something to write with, I'd write them down. I have a fountain pen. It uses red ink. Blood red. My pen is my supporter, my spokesman, and my friend. However, it seems to have disappeared. Without it, my screams are silenced. The young man seems sad. Apparently his fountain pen is missing. This is one of the greatest characters in all of Persona. Just gonna throw that out there. You may not believe it now, but it's true. It's absolutely true. Okay, let's see, what are we doing today other than that? We need, basically we just needed to trigger that so that we knew to look for a fountain pen. Okay, we are going to do Oracle reading. Yes. Female classmate. And we're looking for Chihiro. Blessings to the believer. Today's luck is, you will have fair luck. Money may also be in your future. Cool. Found $10.
Hi, how was your day?
All right. All right, off to Club Escapade. We're hanging out with Mutatsu again. Oh, it's you. Mutatsu seems to be drinking by himself. Spend time with Mutatsu. Ha, what a strange kid. I was just thinking you might show up, and here you are. Hey, don't get me wrong, kid. It's not like I was looking forward to seeing you or anything. What's the deal with your hair, kid? Is that what's in style nowadays? Doesn't it get in your eyes? My son kept his hair long too. You should cut it. No, better yet, shave it all off. Smooth, like me. Huh. Well, well, you will? You won't? Which is it? Mutatsu is upset. What, you're not giving me a clear answer because I'm bald? Well, don't worry about hurting my feelings, kid. Oh, sure, you're young and good looking now, but just wait. I mean, look at me, I'm old and ugly. My cheeks sag like a damn bulldog's. That's life, kid. People get old. Someday you'll be just like me. It says that the best answer was 2, but we didn't seem to get any points from that. You'll look in the mirror and think, damn, I was handsome back in the day. Here's a little trick so you don't lose hope in the future. Just don't expect nothing. Simple, huh? And that way you won't ever be disappointed. You're gonna lose your hair eventually, kid, so why bother with it now? Bald is beautiful. You just wake up in the morning and go, no fuss. I can even give you money for the shave. You saw through Mutatsu's harsh words and felt his kindness. You understand Mutatsu better now. We really didn't get any points from that. I wonder if this guide is wrong once again. So if I wasn't going to get any extra points, usually it would just say that you can pick any option, but it says that the best answer was the second one. Alright, I may reload just to try the other one just to see, but what is all my talking putting you to sleep? Well, can't sleep here, kid. Go home. What the fuck, dude? This guide may have... Alright, I should probably be sure that it has errors first, but... Your room. You sense someone's presence.
It's good to see you again. How long has it been since we first met? Time passes so quickly.
I went ahead and looked it up. You are supposed to choose the other one. This is one of the worst guides I've ever used in my life.
So, how's life as a Persona user?
Something's missing.
I wonder what. I hope you'll find it soon. I remembered something else about the coming of the end. It all goes back to an occurrence that took place many years ago. 10 years ago, if I remember correctly. Hey! Didn't your parents pass away about 10 years ago? A persona is like a mirror, which means a persona user can never escape from his true self. Regardless, I will stay with you because we're friends.
You felt a faint bond between you and Pharos.
Good night.
Alright, creepy boy. Pharos disappeared. You overhear a conversation. Finals start tomorrow. I feel like we just finished exams a little while ago. What am I gonna do if I fail again? I wish the school wouldn't post our names. Yeah, that's the worst part. You get a bad grade and everyone looks at you like your dog just died. First bell is wrong. Yeah, public posting of grades and stuff is a weird thing. Exams will start tomorrow. Are you all ready? Summer vacation is just ahead, so study hard. Summer is beach season, shaved ice. Wee. Terauchi, is that the one that our magician boy is trying to woo? I think it is. I think this is her. It's also the hottest season, so don't neglect your health, okay? He's such an idiot. He's such an idiot. Oh, by the way, there's a popular event in Japan in the summer that can be a little scary. You feel tired. Close your eyes for a few minutes. Stay awake. It's a girl's chance to get closer to the boy she's interested in. It's called Kimodameshi. Two people go somewhere haunted at night to test their bravery. If it's a boy and a girl, well... Anyway, enjoy your summer and make sure you come out of it with some good memories. You stayed up and listened to the lecture. Academics increased. Alright. So, gotta load. Luckily we saved, like literally right before doing this. Yeah, this guide is frustrating. I do not recommend it. I think it's the Penguin Night guide on GameFAQs. Don't use it. Just don't use it. I'm not even joking. I even looked it up and like people recommended this one, but it's got literal, like we've had like 4 major errors that would actually like ruin our playthrough. And luckily I'm like picking up on them as we hit them. But like somebody who's not paying as close attention to it, they're gonna be screwed over by this guide. Just don't use it. Yeah, that might look cool. You don't get it, kid. Mutatsu seems amused. I'm not talking about fashion here, I'm saying you'd be better off without your hair. Alright, everything else will be the same here. Now it's still technically not enough to get to the next rank, we're just shy a couple of points, but I'm guessing that had we not chosen the right option there, we may find ourselves in trouble. Okay. Here we go. Looks like we're starting a new social link today. I think I know which one this is, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're gonna be starting Moon. And I think that's this guy here. What? Don't look at me while I'm eating. You're making me feel self-conscious. You spoiled the moment. I can't savor the flavor of my limited edition gourmet sandwich with you here. It seems you were able to distract him from his limited edition gourmet sandwich because of your charm. What do you want? What are you eating? Oh, you're curious? Do you consider yourself a gourmet? Is that possible? A slim guy like you? Prove it. If you can pass my gourmet quiz, then I'll believe you. What should I ask? I don't want to make it too difficult. Give me some time to think. Munch munch. Finally swallow it. Now the quiz begins. The first question is a freebie. What's the most popular drink at the cafe over there? It's pheromone coffee, you fool. Correct. Here's question number 2. What color is the mascot for Wild Duck Burger? It's freaking green, you asshat. Ah, you're pretty good. Question 3. What is the secret menu item at Hagakure? That's the Hagakure Bowl. Everybody knows that. Jesus. I'm impressed. You seem to have some knowledge about food, but it pales in comparison to mine. Let's see, can you bring me something I've never eaten before? I doubt such a thing exists, though. If you succeed, then I'll accept you as a fellow gourmet. Okay. And this is what we need an odd morsel for. We've got many of them, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, we've got 11. We can get those in chests in the dungeon, and you need to make sure that you don't sell them or use them because you need one of them right now. Huh? What is that mysterious food? Look at that face, dude. Give that to me. He took your odd morsel. Oh, this is awful. But I'm impressed. I haven't tasted something like that in all my life. I like you now. I don't know if I like you, dude. We go to the same school, right? I can tell from your uniform. I'm kind of embarrassed to say this to your first thing, but would you mind not standing so close to me? It's cause you're so thin and cool. If people start thinking we're best friends or something, I'm gonna end up as the uncool one. Bro, you're the uncool one when nobody's standing next to you. Yeah, I thought your voice sounded familiar. You know what I'm here for, hand it over. Oh, it's you. Help! Emergency! Hey, you, call the fire truck. I mean the... Do you mean the police, bro? Yes, right, we think the same way. Pipe down, I don't want anyone getting suspicious. Look, I have to go take care of some business, but you're Nozomi Suemitsu, aren't you? Yeah, I thought so. You're going to have to reconsider. I really can't let this one slide. What is this about? Jesus. The man left. Well, that was something. Normally I would stand up to guys like him, but I'm trying to be passive nowadays. Yeah, I believe you. My name is Nozomi Suemitsu. By the way, about what I said before, maybe it's not so bad having you stand in front of me. Nozomi seems to have warmed up to you. You became acquainted with Nozomi Suemitsu, the Gourmet King. And we're gonna regret it for the rest of our lives. Because this guy sucks. Oh my gosh. Thou art I and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Moon Arcana. You have established the Gourmet King social link of the Moon Arcana. So, Moon Arcana, this is something that is not as it appears. There is some kind of deception or illusion at play. It can be a simple misunderstanding or even a truth you cannot admit to. It can indicate a difficult time, insecurity, mental confusion, deception, and fear, as well as unhappiness, a release of fear, or a mystery being revealed. Intriguing. We'll have to see how Nozomi fits into all that. All that arguing made me hungry. My stomach is definitely not amused. You want to tag along? Do you know who I am? I am called the Gourmet King. That's right, it's my little nickname. I'm Gourmet King 2009. Or was it 2010? Whatever. How do you not know, bro? I know all the best places for, what? Nozomi's stomach is growling loudly. That sounds like a tummy emergency. Sorry, I'll have to treat you another time. Don't worry, I'll remember. Nozomi ran off. It was getting dark, so you returned to the dorm and questioned all of your life choices and the friends that you keep. Dormitory lounge. Everyone is gathered. It's so quiet.
What's wrong, everyone? Are you guys hungry?
Not really.
An awkward silence fills the room.
You know, it's almost summer break. Do you have any plans?
I wish I could go to the beach. Hot sand, cool breeze, babes in bikinis. Man, it sure would be nice. Somewhere in the south, where the water is crystal clear. But first, we have exams to worry about. Ugh, what a drag.
Now, you'll be fine. But yeah, I'd love to go somewhere famous for its beautiful beaches, like Okinawa.
Well, it's not Okinawa, but how about Yakushima?
Mr. Chairman, I didn't realize you were here.
I happen to be in the area, so I thought I'd drop by and tell you my schedule for next week. Mitsuru, your father will be vacationing in Yakushima during the break.
He will.
You'll all have some time off after exams, right? Why don't you go and pay him a surprise visit?
Seriously? We're gonna go on a trip? Yes!
He's so excited.
Beach babes, here I come.
Ugh, men.
I mean, Fuuka's not wrong. I mean, Yukari's not wrong.
How about it, Mitsuru?
But my father is a busy man. I don't want to ruin his vacation.
Don't worry. No father would be upset with a daughter who came all that way to see him. You've all done a great job. You deserve to relax for a while. We already know when the next operation will be, so it should be fine.
I don't know.
Senpai, I'm begging ya.
All right, I guess everyone needs a break now and then. Let's do it.
Woohoo!
The beach. I should design a special training regimen.
Hey, it wouldn't be a Persona game if we didn't have a beach episode.
Dude, I am stoked.
I have to go buy a swimsuit.
Hey, don't worry. I got an extra pair you can borrow.
Come again, Junpei? Man, it's Yusuke all over again.
Nice try, man.
I guess Junpei came first, though.
Are you going to swim too, Ikutsuki-san?
I'm afraid I can't. I'll turn to dust if I'm exposed to sunlight.
Whoa, was that a joke?
Of course it was.
Everyone is chattering about the vacation. In the midst of the excitement, Mitsuru quietly begins to leave for her room.
Mitsuru-senpai, wait! Sorry about the other day. I got a little carried away.
Don't worry about it. In a way, it's only logical that we go to Yakushima. The chairman said that no one who was responsible for the accident is still alive. But in reality, there is one witness who survived.
There is?
My father.
Mitsuru walked away as Yukari looked on in shock.
Senpai.
Alright, this is where we're going to end this episode, so thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, 7th Son, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, Andrew Smith, Molly, Chris Murphy, JW, Izhar Mella, Bracken, Chris Smith, The Blue Electric Cat, Vlado101, and Jordan and Emily Hill. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.